What is going, fellas? And welcome back to the Journeyman with me, FoggyPlays on FM22. Today is a very, very important set of games because we are playing our final two league games of the season. And if we don't win both of them, we do not get into Europe next season. And I probably don't get to keep my job. So 2 wins are absolutely 100% needed. And as you can imagine, form has been better, but also still exceptionally mixed. So if you do want to enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. Right, fellas, so as I said, these two games are the most important games that we're going to play, because if we don't win both of these games today, we're not getting into Europe next season, and that could be the end of us at Atalanta. You'd be happy to know Slovan Liberec absolutely dominated the league after I left. Won it with, I think, 3 games to spare. So we probably should have stayed, but we didn't because we're silly goobers. Cremonese just got relegated in the last game. Genoa, 2 games ago, or no, the game before that, came up saying that they were safe and Cagliari were safe, but for some reason Cremonese only got relegated in the last game. I'm not sure why. I couldn't figure it out because Benevento had already won there. It was confusing. It was a confusing time. Sassuolo is the final game of the season, so that is also exceptionally important because their team were fighting to get that last spot in Europe. So a win would mean that we could actually get away with a draw in that game and we'd be fine. But since you were here last in the Newcastle draw, which was devastating, we went and lost to Inter in the league, which was very annoying. We just did not play very well. Then we played against them in the second leg of the Coppa Italia, and it was frustrating. Our team just were not good the whole time. It was very annoying. Then we went and played Roma, and we actually managed to win the game. So I was quite happy. Running Jorgensen managed to get himself 2 goals, which was fantastic. Then picked up I want to say an injury or suspension after a couple of games after, and it was just a little bit frustrating. But he did score in the game after against Torino, which came down to him scoring the 94th minute winner, because we could not defend against Torino, and I'm not sure why. So we had a little bit of time in between the 2 games. We had like a week, so I said I'd throw a friendly in. We won that 9-0, and I thought that's fantastic. Dynamics is at a better place than it was. And then we went and drew to Udinese because Odero dropped the ball. He went up to I might actually do this. I might just show you. Doku also did get himself sent off, which was very annoying because I think his second yellow, he like dove into a tackle and missed, then dove into another tackle and missed again, and then went in for another tackle and missed, or he actually hit that one, but he got booked for it. So as you can see, Odero drops the ball on kind of over Casas, and they put the ball in the back of the net. So that was a very frustrating end to that game. But we are, as I said, 2 points behind Sassuolo with the game in hand. So a win today puts us 1 point ahead, and then a draw on the final day of the season gets us the 7th place we need. So that would be nice. In the Coppa Italia, Inter Milan got beaten by AC Milan, so Inter are going to be hoping to get the league because they lost out in the Coppa Italia. So we can secure a place in the preliminary stages of the Europa Conference League at the very least with a win in our next match. Can we? I don't think we can. I'm pretty sure we can't. So this is how we're lining up for this game. Still have a couple of upset players, but our form is better. Our last 5 games have been somewhat better. Odero is falling apart. He's just getting worse every single week. So hopefully our director of football decides to sign a new goalkeeper in the summer, because we could really do with someone who can grab the ball. Tataru, it was just absolutely bang average. Actually, I'm going to start Casas. Casas, Brendo, Valentini and Bastoni in our defence, Ugarte, Pessina and Jorgensen in central midfield, Cacciatore, Chacon and Ferraro starting up front. Ferraro had a good game against Roma. Not so much since. We have been playing him as a deep lying forward on support because that's what he seems to want to do the most. And I think that's probably a good idea, just to play him where he's at his best, I guess. But on your 16th, we are 8th. There was not too long ago, we were, I think, the 19th in the league for form. We have been in exceptionally poor form, and it's very frustrating. Bologna, to be fair, have been mixed as well. 1 win, 2 draws, 2 defeats in their last 5. We have 2 defeats, 2 wins, and a draw. Actually, I've got Cacciatore playing as an advanced forward. I played him as a complete forward in the last game, and he was very bad. Very, very bad. So hopefully playing him more to his strength. He's a pretty good advanced forward. He does seem to like to play kind of on the outside of the striking 3, because we were originally playing with a DM and we had 2 wide players. It's just not really been working. This is what we swapped to against Roma during the game, and we started scoring. So I've been kind of using it since, and didn't really work against Udinese, which was just delightful. Napoli, since we beat them at the start of our reign of terror, I think we should call it, in Atalanta, they've really just fallen. They've had such poor form, and it's not been great for them. They were top of the league when we beat them, and they're not really there doing their best now. They're doing their best to not be in the Champions League, which I think, can they still get in the Champions League? I don't think they can, but Chacon has put Ferraro through, had a number of players around him, but still gets a shot away. So 10 shots in total, 5 on target, now that we've taken our 6th shot. Our XG is shocking, 0.31 from 6 shots and 3 of them being on target. Not really what you'd look for. Ferraro's playing decently well. Bastoni obviously has picked up an injury. Bastoni originally wasn't going to be starting this game. It was going to be, I was going to play Christiansen, just because Christiansen doesn't get a huge amount of games for fairly obvious reasons. He's been lackluster so far. I am going to tell the players that I don't like what I saw from them today so far. I'm just going to give out to everybody, tell them that they're all just super bad. We're going to take Bastoni off because it's a foot injury. We're playing football. It's probably a good idea to have working feet when it comes to playing the ball of football. We're actually going to move Pessina over to be the box. Ugarte is going to be, actually, Ugarte can be the Mazzella. Let Jorgensen be our advanced playmaker, because the midfield is not really having a great time of things. So we're going to just have a chat with Christiansen, just tell him that we believe in him, and see if that makes any bit of a difference. So we're going to chuck a bit of encouragement at the lads. We've not had a huge amount of highlights so far. I'd much prefer to be at the, I think the Torino game, for the games that have kicked off at was it 5 o'clock, 5:15. I'd much prefer to be at that game because there's actually goals. Like, we've not had a huge amount of interest going on in this game. Casas does manage to get the ball to Jorgensen. Jorgensen sends it back to Casas, gets back to Jorgensen. Cacciatore looked like he was offside. He wasn't, which is fantastic. Cacciatore put it back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen took the shot. Keeper just kind of parried it into Chacon's Chacon's foot, and he put it into the back of the net, literally standing in front of the goalkeeper, all by his lonesome. It's a bit like topical here now. Last night when Sevilla were playing West Ham, the goalkeeper Bono just kind of pushed the ball into Yarmolenko's path and kind of made it fairly simple for him. Oh, Chacon's put Cacciatore through. Can Cacciatore score? Of course he can't. How do you miss that badly when you're 1-on-1? How do you miss that bad? Ugarte is having an absolute mare of a game playing at Mazzella now. He was playing poorly as the box-to-box. He is playing absolutely horrendously as the Mazzella. We do need massive changes for next season, I think. And the goalkeeper has been absolutely done. I don't think he was offside. Rafael Augusto, I think, he's leveled the scores. I'm going to demand more because, like I said, we do need a win. I don't trust us to draw this game or to draw the game against, or not draw or lose against Sassuolo. So I want us to be in a position where we can actually get something done. We're going to bring off Ugarte because he's just not having a good game. Going to bring on Martinez to play as the box-to-box. Pessina is also having a terrible, terrible game. But do I want to make all my changes now? No, we still have 10 minutes left before we really need to consider making our final change. Cacciatore gets fought off the ball. Brendo leaves the ball for Odero, gets it back to Odero. Valentini was on a booking. Gets stuck in off, and we're still getting so many yellow cards. Ferrero picks up the ball, finds Pessina. Matteo Pessina could be his second last game for us because 6.5 suddenly comes through, smash the ball in the back net. That's what you want from your advanced playmaker. He's probably going to want to leave, or he's probably going to force through a move in the summer, along with Valentini. So these could be their last 2 games. We're still going to make those changes. Who's actually still playing as a box-to-box when that happened. So that's fine. Everything's fine. Ferrero gets dispossessed but keeps a hold of the ball. Sends it all the way back to Christiansen. Pessina. Martinez. Chacon. Decent effort. Speculative, shall we say. Chacon is the worst of our 3 strikers. He's the only one to have scored. Interesting. We've had 20 shots, 10 of which have been on target. We've only put the ball in the back of the net twice. Casas, that was a very poor touch. Can he get back and not get sent off? He's somewhat back in position. Odero manages to make the save. I'm not sure if that was Christensen's header, or if that was a poor header by Christensen, or if it was the Bologna player actually getting a touch to it. But we've come away with the ball from their corner. Highlight ended. We have 4 minutes left. Probably do need to make a change. Valentini's not having the best of games, so I'm going to bring on Rodriguez, who's not really, I don't really trust him as a ball playing defender, so I'm going to put him as a central defender because his passing and vision aren't the best. Just based on the ratings, Bologna don't deserve to be even in this game, let alone have a chance of winning or drawing. Jorgensen tries to find Ferrero, can't. We're going to concede here because this is what we do now. We concede late. The keeper manages to get a touch to it, and then Casas is number 5. He's the one that puts it behind for the corner. Cacciatore does pick up the ball. Was 1-on-1, but his slow turn means he's 4-on-1, and the ball's going for a throw. Odero playing a 7 for this match. That's quite good. I'm quite happy with that. Ferraro is actually having a decent game, which is quite nice. Haven't set long throws, but Casas decided to take one. Ball's gone all the way across, but their goalkeeper picks it up, but it does not matter because we have won the game. Oh, nice work. You did well. I'm gonna have words with Ugarte. I don't think Ugarte is going to be starting the next game, and it does put us 1 point clear of Sassuolo going into the final game of the season. So a draw should be enough. Yeah, the draw should be enough. Hopefully. So we'll be back for the Sassuolo game in just a second. Hopefully we can win again and end the season the way we started it, with 2 wins. Or, well, our time at Atalanta. Right, fellas, so it is now time for us to take on Sassuolo in the final league game of the season. We're 1 point ahead. All we have to do is not lose, and that will be fantastic. The title is going down to the final day of the season between the 2 Milan clubs. Roma take on AC Milan, and Inter are taking on, I think it's Lazio. Yeah, Lazio. So, 2 Roman clubs playing 2 Milan clubs on the final day. That's fantastic. So we're more worried about who's going to make it into 7th. And like I said, we do need to just not lose, so we can secure our place a draw or better. That is exactly what I... Do I not have someone playing? Have I not selected someone to play as a striker? I have. Shakan. They want me to play Shakan instead of Shakan. Okay, fair enough. So our team, apart from the goalkeeper and the right back, are actually in pretty decent form. So this is fantastic. The only player unavailable for this game that would normally play is Casas, who is suspended. And we're playing Valentini and Pessina because there's a chance that this is their final game for the club. I have to wait and see. 2 changes, Bastoni and Casas are out. So both my wing backs are changed for this one. Really hoping that we can do something. So Esposito is their main threat. They have Daniel James. Interesting. Didn't realise that he was playing for Sassuolo. Should I be worried about? I don't think so. I think Esposito is definitely the one that I'm weary of, because I've been watching Sassuolo's results of late, and he's been scoring quite a number of goals. So I'm just going to tell everyone that I have faith in all of them. Strikers, I said, go out more of the same, or do more of the same, because they've been doing pretty decently well since I put Shakan up front with them. I would like Cacciatore to get on the end of the ball today and get a goal for himself, because he hasn't scored for a while. Ferraro seems to be a very streaky striker, but he is still a young lad. Speaking of Daniel James, he's decided to run the entire length of the pitch, gets the ball back, and we really need a new goalkeeper for next season. Odero just stood there. I've seen some pretty bad goalkeeping this year, like this season, but like he didn't even move for that. He had plenty of time. Alright, we're going to demand more. So this result would drop us to 8th. Not ideal. Not ideal, lads. Not ideal. That was our first shot on target. We've had 1 shot on target. Hasn't gone into the back of the net yet. We're Odero, I really, really don't want to go into next season with him as my number 1 goalkeeper, because I don't think we do very well. You'd be interested to know that Spurs did survive relegation by 2 points. So Stevie G left Atalanta to join them. Just about saved them. We haven't really had an awful lot to do so far in this game. As in with highlight our front 3, after saying that they were playing decently well and told them to continue what they were doing last time, have not done an awful lot. That was a very easy throw. Had a very undifficult time finding an open player from a throw, which, as we know, FM, that's quite a difficult thing to do. And Esposito just puts it wide. We are not doing an awful lot so far. This is less than ideal, lads. Come on. Would be nice if you did something. Okay, so we're coming into half-time, having done absolutely nothing. I'm going to point my finger and tell everyone that I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with your finishing. The strikers are literally just useless. Alright, we're going to put Ferraro back to support. Shakan can go back to being a press. I swapped their support and attacking roles to see if that did something. Turns out, did absolutely fucking nothing. Cacciatore can be a complete forward just to see if that's going to help, because he's not done anything as an advanced forward. We're going to swap Ugarte and Pessina around, see if maybe having one of them can have a decent game. We're going to put 2 wing backs on attack, because again, they've done nothing apart from just be really, really bad. Valentini's having a good game, but the 3/4 of the Sassuolo midfield is having a good game. Doku was down to a 6.2, back up to a 6.4 now. Valentini runs forward with the ball, finds Ugarte to Doku, just gets so easily dispossessed. Like, Esposito gets the ball down for Ravella. Esposito has the ball played through to him by Daniel James, and Esposito makes it 2. So I'm going to berate the lads. We're gonna have to do something, lads. Seriously, like our front 3 at best are playing a 6.3. Kikitiore is playing a 6.2 now. We're gonna pop him into the middle, make him an advance forward. Shakan can be a false 9 on this side. Doku can come off because he's just not playing well at all. We're going to bring Christiansen on to play in his position. I'm going to put Ferraro. I'm going to let him be a complete forward. Let's see if that makes a difference. Ugarte can come off as well because he's not been doing fantastically well at all. We're going to bring on Martinez to play as the Mazzella. Alright, we have a throw. I don't have long throws on, but okay. Tataru finds Shakan. Pessina chests it down, finds Tataru, Shakan back to Tataru. Finds Pessina, get the crossover. He does. Ferraro heads just wide. We're going to go very attacking because we might as well. I'm going to scream at the lads again. As it is right now, Kakitiore is the player who's going to be coming off. Yeah, it's coming off now. 6.2, not good enough. We're going to bring on Fergari, and we're going to do just all complete forwards. Just see if that does something, because I know that was the thing before. We have 20-ish minutes to get a winner. I'm actually going to make Pessina and Mazzella on attack as well. We're just chucking everything at them. We're just run the defense, be more expressive, distribute over the top, and we're just going to go much higher and get stuck in because we only have 2 yellow cards on the pitch currently. So go Jorgensen tries to find Ferraro, can't do it. I'm really hoping that the triple complete forward nonsense from years gone by works. It does not. Well, we are very attacking, so it kind of makes sense that we're going to struggle. We're going to go down to Sassuolo 3-0 and potentially lose our job. I don't want to watch it again because that's just depressing. Alright, you can man mark their Mazzella. Fantastic. Alright, 6 minutes left. We're just gonna Shadow Striker. We're just going all out. Everything. Just chuck the kitchen sink at them. Hope for the best. Go even more direct. Just go super narrow. Pass through the middle. Probably having early crosses on. Doesn't make sense then. Just prevent short goalkeeper distribution. I don't know. At this stage, I don't know. Force them outside. If this works now and we score 2 goals, I'm going to be so sad that we won't have. But like, to be fair, we don't really deserve to be in this game anyway. Brendo heads just wide. It's just pretty much how this game has been going. Some players are unfamiliar with the position they're playing in. Yeah, go on. Just might as well score your 4th. Joe, give away a penalty, get a red card. No. Shakan all by himself, way out on the wing. Probably going to take a shot. No, whips it across. Vergari. Yeah. Can we score 2 in 30 seconds? Vergari just leaves the ball behind him. Just, what's the point? 30 seconds left. Far from pleased with that result. You were shocking. You were shocking. Angry with how badly you played. Doku. Abysmal. Odero. Quite angry with how you played. Can I complain about anybody making... Actually, Valentini, I'm happy with your performance. Because to be fair, him and Shakan played decently well, I guess. Can I give out to any of the players specifically for making a mistake? No. For Gary? Good effort. So that is less than ideal. We've missed out on Europe. I genuinely do think we might actually be in trouble with our job. I do think Atalanta could potentially sack us. So I'm going to leave you wondering, unless it comes up here. No. Okay. So Inter Milan ended up winning the league. Fantastic for them. Roma beat AC Milan. So congratulations, Inter bastards. So I'm going to leave you wondering what's going to happen for the next episode, which will be the end of season review and the transfer special. So if you did enjoy this episode, do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends, and please like and subscribe. It'll make me feel somewhat better for this absolute shit show that we just had. Thank you very much for watching, fellas, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.